What's going on, everyone? So I've talked heavily about Rui Hachimura and Jared Vanderbilt, primarily because they have been in the gym a ton this offseason. There's just countless videos and images and stuff of them just really working on their game. Jared Vanderbilt working hard on his corner shot. Lakers got them locked up long term. These are the two guys, not only for now, but for the future. Rui Hachimura is very likely the LeBron James replacement whenever he decides to leave, whether it's to go play with the Sun or retire. Jared Vanderbilt is a guy that very likely could be slotted alongside Anthony Davis and LeBron James like last year and is the best on-ball defender in the entire league. And he, along with Anthony Davis, make us the best defensive team in the entire league. These are two guys that are going to have huge roles, huge impacts, and are going to be very important and very significant for this Lakers roster. Both guys can play multiple positions. They're the guys that deserve the most focus and attention because they're very likely going to be two of the biggest focal points on this roster this year. But beyond them, and somebody I have talked about briefly here and there, and I've made several videos on him, but not to the level of Rui and Jared Vanderbilt, but I really don't want him to go unnoticed, and I really do think this is a player that is going to make a very significant impact, and that is Taurean Prince. I think he is going to provide a ton, especially stuff that doesn't really show in the box score. He is an absolute prototypical 3-and-D guy. He's got good size, good length, can play basically 2 through 4, can defend 2 through 4, and a guy that can shoot at an efficient clip, but also get after it, do the hustle plays, do the dirty work, grind. You need those guys. Those guys are so valuable, so important. You know, the Trevor Arizas, the Ron Artest, not saying that he's as good as like a Ron Artest, especially Ron Artest in his prime and stuff like that, but the point is the guy that does the dirty work, right? Even guys like Draymond Green and Dennis Rodman and stuff, the guys that are willing to get after it, sacrifice their body, take the hard foul, take the charge, do whatever is needed to win this game. And again, 6'6", he's still only 29 years old, so he's still under 30. And the Lakers got him on basically a vet minimum deal. I mean, what more could you ask for? That was a huge home run signing. This is a guy that is so valuable and is a guy that I really do believe should close for the Lakers because of his value in versatility. This is a guy that you can put in and trust that he's going to do whatever it takes to win that game. He's not afraid of the moment. He can hit the big shots. He can get after it on the defensive end. Do whatever you need him to do. He is the ultimate type of role guy. And you need that. We saw him do that for Minnesota. He was huge for Minnesota. Even in that Lakers game in the play-in, right? He was killing us and hitting big shots in the playoffs. Against Denver, he was hitting big shots, big moments, getting after it, doing everything he could. This is a guy that has a lot of value, in my opinion, on this Lakers roster. A veteran presence, a guy that's been there, done that understands what is needed, what is asked of him, right? A guy that has been in playoff games. He hasn't been in 100 playoff games or anything like that, but he's played in 16. Started in 7 of them. He played about 22 minutes, and these are in the playoffs. This is a guy that's been 45% from the field. Right, his last playoff stint with Minnesota, he shot 38% from 3 on 4 attempts. Right, played 20 minutes, gave him 8 points. But he did the dirty work. He was the guy getting after it. He was the guy guarding, the best player on the other team. He was the guy doing all of the heavy lifting. And he was coming off the bench, right? But he was playing starting level minutes at times. And I mean, even during the regular season, he was playing 22 minutes a game for Minnesota. He was huge for them. Gave them 9 points, 1.5 assists, giving them half steal, half block, 2.5 rebounds. He's a good free throw shooter, shot 85%, right? He's a guy that shot 56% from the field last year, 56.5% EFG, and shot 38.1% from three. And he's a career 37% three-point shooter. He's your typical 3-and-D style guy. He's going to be great in our defensive schemes. You could put him alongside. I mean, you could go something if you wanted to, like a Reeves, Prince, Vando, LeBron, and AD, right, as like your closing lineup. And you'd have great versatility, great shooting, great switchability. Your smallest guy on the court would be Austin Reeves, and he's still 6'5", right? Like, if you're playing, because again, like if you're playing Steph, right, Vando's going to be on Steph, but then you could put like Reeves on Chris Paul. You could put Taurean Prince on Klay Thompson, and he has the ability to chase around Klay Thompson, chase him off of screens, use his size, use his length to just be a deterrent. Have, LeBron on Andrew Wiggins, and then AD on Draymond or Kevon Looney or whomever, right? I mean, if you're playing the Denver Nuggets, right, you can put Vando, or you could even put Prince on Murray, right? If you're worried about Michael Porter Jr.'s size and length. But I think Taurean Prince would be fine because he can get into him, and he's not like he's got good size over him, but it's nothing crazy, right? You could put Austin Reeves on Kentavious Caldwell-Pope, put Vando on Murray, AD guards Jokic, and then you have LeBron on Aaron Gordon, and Prince, like I said, on Michael Porter Jr. I think you're set. Right? I mean, you can match up against any team in the league with that. Phoenix, right? Put Reeves on Bradley Beal. Put Prince on Booker. Put Vanderbilt on Kevin Durant. Right? Like, and then Bobo or whatever, however they go at the 4. Right? You could have, LeBron guard him, and then Anthony Davis guard Ayton. Playing Boston, you could put them either on Brown or Tatum, and you're good, right? Like, and then so you could put Vando on Tatum and put him on Jaylen Brown, and match up nicely, right? Like, it just, the Lakers with Taurean Prince would have so much versatility. I really do. He's not a guy that's gonna go give you 30. He's not a guy that's gonna have some crazy, triple-double stat line or anything like that. But again, not everybody has to be a superstar. Not everyone has to be, Jamal Murray or whatever. Like, it's okay to have those guys. Every team needs them, right? Denver wasn't winning championships till they got Kentavious Caldwell-Pope because he gets after it. He hustles. He knocks down the 3 ball, right? Like, he's valuable. It was the same thing when he was with the Lakers. Aaron Gordon was huge. He was valuable. He's not some superstar. He's not some guy that's putting up these ridiculous sets, but he does the dirty work, right? He can go off for 15 on 89. I mean, so can Taurean Prince. Taurean Prince has had good games. He's had big games. He's a guy that can easily go off and catch fire and get hot. Put the ball on the deck. Get to the basket. Right? Like, but it's not about that. You don't need that. You have 6 guys that could go get you 30 on any given night. You got LeBron, AD, Reeves, D'Lo, Rui Hachimura, and Christian Wood. That's 6 guys right there that could go get you 30 on any given night. And no one would bat an eyelash. Like, it would be nice to just have that guy that can consistently, game in and game out, provide both sides of the basketball, consistency, veteran leadership. Right? His career high is 38 points. Now, if he has a game like that, beautiful. But you don't need that. You just need a guy to go out there, play hard, work hard, get after it, and just be one of those glue guys. And that's what I think Taurean Prince is. And I really do think that he deserves some shine. I really do believe that he deserves some love. And I really want to shine on him. But Anyway, as always, this is a discussion, so I pass the question on you. Let me know your thoughts and opinions down in the comments below. How do you feel? What do you think? Do you agree with me? Disagree with me? Somewhere in between? Let me know down in the comments.